everyone, it's Chef Jess, and I am going to show you something fun with cauliflower. I know everybody's in a cauliflower craze, and so I thought I'd show you some of the things that you can make. One of them being my favorite one's the tater tot. So, the raw cauliflower kind of acts like potatoes, or like a starch almost, so it could be like rice. I'm gonna take it, I've already steamed it, so I actually steamed it in the microwave. I put it in the microwave for about 2 minutes, and I'm just gonna put it inside my food processor, and then I've got about a half a cup of onion too. You can use all of it, or you can just use a little, depending on what you want. And then I'm gonna put my food processor on, and I'm gonna blend. And we want it to be the size of little rice, so like almost the riced size. If you wanted to use chopped, pre-riced cauliflower, you can. I would suggest you still blend it a little bit though. And that's it. So I'm gonna take that off. I'm gonna put the rest of my onion on the side. Again, if you wanna use all the onion, you can. If you're giving this to kids, you might wanna skip out on a little bit. The onion does provide a depth of flavor though that you normally wouldn't get if you just use cauliflower. So I would suggest using a little bit if you were going to do it at all. All right, so there's that. There's the cauliflower and the onion. I'm gonna add 1 egg, about a 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese, and a half a cup of like a mixed cheddar, Colby. You can use the Mexican blend too if you want. And then breadcrumbs, unseasoned breadcrumbs. Not the panko kind. And then if you want, you can add some parsley in there as well. So I'm gonna chop up some fresh parsley just to give it a little bit of color. You could have put this in your food processor, which I probably should have done, but it's okay. It's nice to practice a little bit of knife skills every once in a while, and chopping parsley is a great way to do so. All right, so that's good to go. I'm gonna add that in as well. And then I'm just going to start mixing it together. Now the great thing about working with cauliflower is that it's not going to, there's no gluten in it. So it's not actually gonna start forming into a dough or anything that you have to worry about overworking. This is just going to taste and look just the way that it's made. So that's it. You don't even need to squeeze out the excess water for this recipe just because you've got those extra breadcrumbs. So instead of breadcrumbs, you can go ahead and you can use oat flour if you have oat flour at home. You can also use half flax seed meal and half breadcrumbs if you wanted that extra bit of nutrient. So I'm gonna grab my baking sheet, and then I've got my mixture here, and I'm just gonna form them into little kind of tater tot shapes. So this recipe, you should get about 20 to 30 pieces, depending on the size again. And there's different ways to do it. I like doing individual ones like this, but you can do what you would normally do for gnocchi, which is take a whole bunch of it, and I'll show you what you can do. You can take a whole bunch, roll it out gently, and I'm rolling it on my parsley, which is cool because now I can use it a little bit more. I can use even more of it. And then go in and just cut. Just like that. And then you can just reform them and put them back on your cookie sheet. These will go into a 375-degree oven for about 10 minutes, and then you want to rotate them. So you want to flip them around and rotate them again, and then you're going to cook it for about another 10 minutes. Okay, so just until it's nice and crisp. And the great thing about this recipe is that it freezes really well once you're done cooking them, and then you can take them out as you want and reheat them in your microwave or in your toaster. So I'm gonna just do this way again, just so that it's faster so you guys can see. But again, if you have kids at home, this is a great little exercise. It's not too sticky, it's not gross or anything like that. There is egg in there though, so just be careful if you do have kids helping you with this. Or you can even just cut them and then form them. You can also add other veggies in here. So one of the great things about working with cauliflower is cauliflower looks like broccoli. So if you have a recipe that calls for cauliflower, feel free to use broccoli in lieu of a little bit of it, not all of it, but you can do a little bit if you wanted to. So that is all. I'm gonna do just a couple more. And again, depending on the size, it'll be different. And we will see what these guys look like when we take them out. All right, so it's been 20 minutes. Let's check on our tater tots. And they look gorgeous. So I flipped them halfway through. They're nice and golden brown. And you can let them cool right on this cookie sheet and they'll crisp up a little bit more too, or transfer them to whatever it is that you need to store them in to reheat up for later. But there you go, super easy, and you've got nice cauliflower tater tots ready to go. See you next time, bye.